Hi everyone, Mimi from The Skin Deep. So DN is a very powerful experience about deep listening and empathy. If you're interested to take this experience home, visit our shop at theskindeep.com/shop. Thank you very much.
Why did you decide to marry me?
I'm not gonna cry.
You can cry.
No.
Yes, now.
I have to practice
I'm
for
sure
my
they
wedding.
have tissues over here.
I have to practice for my wedding. But I think, like, I knew I wanted to marry you probably when I told you not to go to Australia. But I don't know, since the beginning, because I wanted like a life partner, someone that challenges me, someone that motivates me, someone that like loves me at my worst and at my best. And I think you've shown me what unconditional love is.
And I'll continue to my whole life.
Okay. When was the first time you knew I loved you?
Besides that first night?
Oh.
No, I don't know, I think I'm slow to catch on to things. Yeah. But maybe the Australia thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You remember?
Yes.
Okay, so remember I had just barely someone had said, oh yeah, there's a thing that you can work in Australia for free if you're under 30, this special program. And I just mentioned it to you like nothing. And then the next day in class you said, can I talk to you? I need to talk to you. And this was in February, But this was 2 months after we had met. And you're like, but you don't want to tell me. And then you just literally brought your laptop out on the steps and you showed me you had written a letter to me on Microsoft Word. By the end of our semester in grad school, when we were graduating, I definitely knew that we liked each other, and that it was for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Okay, you're gonna like this one.
Okay.
What do I do that makes you feel like I understand you?
You're quiet and you listen to me when I'm speaking, and sometimes you repeat back what I say just to see if you have a full understanding of what I want to communicate to you. You pay attention to the little details. You have a sticky note on your on your MacBook with little details of things I like my favorite color roses, little bio infos of my best friends. I think that's.
I like that question because that's one of my main goals. Mm-hmm. And how we were talking about, I'm going through. Yeah. It's marriage class with my dad, mm-hmm. but everybody's deepest desire is to be understood. Mm-hmm. And I want to be a student of you for my whole life. What I understand of you right now, Ali, is such a little part of everything that you are. Mm-hmm. So it's my desire to keep understanding you more and more and more deeper for my whole life. Don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry.
Okay.
What have you learned about yourself by being in a relationship with me?
A lot of things.
Okay.
Because I think both of us, we were each other's first real relationships.
Yes.
And so I think having gone into our late 20s single, mm-hmm. You just move a certain way in the world if you don't have to think about anyone else when you make your decisions. Mm-hmm. Especially me, I love to travel and to go on adventures but I would make all my decisions just for me. Mm-hmm. And so one thing that I learned about myself is that I tended to be selfish. I tended to be judgmental. I tended to not spend time really worrying about why people do the things that they do because it didn't really affect what I did in my life. You know mm-hmm. what I mean? I don't have the same desire today to travel to all the 80-something countries as I did in the last 10 years because I'd rather just be with you. Mm-hmm. And it's not to say that oh, Alejandra stop Mateo from traveling. Mm-hmm. I just want to be with you now. I'm in a new season of my life, right? And maybe we'll get to travel together, right? Like that would be cool. But that's not my priority anymore, right? Because now this season of my life and the rest of my life is going to be making decisions with you, right? And so we travel, then we're going together. But I can't be just selfish and be like, hey, I have a free weekend, I'm gone, peace.
Yeah.
Like I need to be thinking of you also and of our future together. You know, so I think I learned that I have a lot of work to do still internally. And also just even believing in myself. You know, like I have a small vision for what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
And you look at me and you're like, Mateo, you can do more.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, right?
Yeah.
And I think we need other people to help like sharpen us like that, refine us. And that's what I do in my own work with students, right? And I do that a lot with people around me, and I think you're helping to do that with me. Saying like, oh, I think this job would be kind of cool. Like I think I could probably get this job. And you're like, you're tripping. Like you could get the supervisor of that job. Like you can do whatever you want, Mateo, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't think that I see that in myself. But now that you're here to reflect that back, like you help me to become a better version of myself. And I hope that I do the same thing for you.
You do.
You know? What excites you most about our future together?
Not having to drive through Los Angeles to see you. No. No.
Real talk. Me not having to take the
traffic,
bus 2.5 hours.
Yeah. You know, waking up and getting to see you every morning, cooking breakfast, cooking lunch, cooking dinner together.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yeah. I think just even doing the little things like going grocery shopping together, going to do our laundry, like, I don't know, I just can't wait to live with my partner and I guess be adults, you know? Okay. What do you see in me that I don't see for myself? Yeah.
So many things.
I know.
So many things. So many good things, right? Yeah. Speaking of like losing sight or only seeing what's in front of you.
Yeah.
I often notice that that's something that is a challenge, right? Especially when there's like right now is a great example that there's so much going on in your life. Work is stressful. We're planning for a wedding pretty much just by ourselves, you know? Like we have financial help from other people, but we're making all the decisions by ourselves. We're trying to figure out where we're gonna move, what jobs we're gonna get, right? And I think often it feels like you lose sight of like the bigger picture and of how powerful you are. And so I think that like motivates me to encourage you, to remind you of all your successes, right? Because that enables you to get out of that mindset of like, I can't handle this, I don't want to go through it, I don't want to do this, like I want to quit, whatever that might be, you know? And pushing through to the next day when you say, no, like, thank you for holding me down, Mateo. You often thank me like that, right? And all I was doing was just being a mirror and reflecting back to you what you're capable of.
Oh, I love you, babe.
I love you too. Dale. Oh. Why do you think I am in your life?
Because of that little prayer I did before the day I met you. No.
Shout out to prayer.
Yeah. That. I think, you know, things happen for a reason. It's very cliche, but I don't know. I feel like we were in the right place at the right time, and we both made this work, you know, because you could have easily, you know, moved to a different country, or I could have easily like moved out of LA, and but I think we both saw like a future with each other. You're in my life to help me see my purpose, help me draw closer to God, and help me love myself and love others and be patient and not send angry emails. And, you know, really think about what I'm going to say before I say it. And I don't know, you make me such a better person. So I don't know, I can't even imagine my life without you. I don't want to.
Me neither.
Okay, I'm gonna read the
answer,
next.
baby. I love it. Okay, skip ahead.
Why do you love me, Mateo?
Oh, just look at you.
Oh.
You need a mirror? Can I take a selfie with you?
Oh.
No, you're amazing. I love you for your connection to Mexican culture. I love you for how silly you are, for how much you make me laugh.
Yeah.
I love you for your happy eyes. I love you for the way you interact with your family. Just so many reasons.
Oh. I love you.
Te amo.
Okay.
Hi, thank you so much for sticking with us. If you want to stay connected to what we do, you should sign up to our newsletter at theskindeep.com/subscribe. Thank you very much.